The Philippine Senate is now investigating whether the arrest of former President Rodrigo Duterte violated national law. Is it still the Constitution that prevails? Or does the ICC have jurisdiction? In its third session on the case, the hearing opened with a pressing question. In the face of global agreements and foreign institutions, does the Philippine Constitution still reign supreme? Or are we now at a point where a mere red notice can override our own legal safeguards and trigger an arrest without due process?
Umpisa tayo kay Secretary Remulla with a very simple question. Is the Constitution the supreme law over all other laws? Simple lang po.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is also supreme over all other treaties.
Yes, ma'am.
Kapag nagkaroon ng conflict sa Constitution at yung Rome Statute, alin ang maghahari?
The Constitution prevails.
Kapag may pag-iiba sa saligang batas at yung RA 9851, alin ang mangingibabaw?
Ang saligang batas po.
Parati ang saligang batas, di po ba? Maliwanag
Yes,
ho yun. The President has been saying that the country was just complying with obligations and commitments to the Interpol in arresting and turning over the former President to the ICC. For the nth time, liwanagan na lang natin, a red notice from the Interpol is not a warrant of arrest. Is that correct? Perhaps the PCTC can help us here.
Tama po kayo, Madam Chair. Ang red notice po ay hindi siya warrant of arrest.
So what Senator Marcos is pointing out here is critical. A red notice is not a legal basis for arrest under Philippine law. It's just an alert. Without a local warrant, this raises serious legal red flags.
At ang pagka-alam ko, nung November 21, 2024, may nakita ako pero hindi ko na mahanap ngayon, biglang nawala sa ating website, sa DOJ website, isang legal opinion tungkol sa UAE na sinasaad na hindi maaring ang Pilipino ay hindi hayaan umuwi, ano? Maliwanag po 'yun. Kaya't nagtataka ako kung baka naman si Attorney Chan may kopya pa nun kasi ikaw raw yata yung author. November 21, ito tungkol sa UAE to. Walang kinalaman dito sa kay PRRD.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. I do not recall having issued a specific opinion on that date, Your Honor. If,
Would you recall number 50? A memo number 50. It's no longer in the website for some mysterious
opinion
reason.
number 50?
If you could just look it up, we'd be very grateful.
We'll
and
get
we'd
back
like
to you
have
on
a
that
copy.
within the afternoon, Madam
Sige,
Chair.
Attorney Chan, maraming salamat.
That's a bombshell. A DOJ legal opinion, once public, vanished from the website. It warned against illegal detentions abroad. Why was it removed? And could it have blocked Duterte's arrest if it stayed online?
Ngayon, yung tinatanong ng lahat, yung obligasyon sa ilalim ng isang treaty, ibig sabihin ba, ligtas na sa ating Bill of Rights, sa mga karapatan pantao? Ibig ko sabihin, kapag may obligasyon ng Pilipinas sa ICC, sa Interpol, do we still have to comply with the Bill of Rights that guarantees the rights to the accused and to the arrested?
That's a given.
Certainly, the Bill of Rights is there precisely to limit the powers of the government. And if the government can circumvent the Bill of Rights by just entering a treaty, then the rights guaranteed under Article 3 of the Constitution are no longer secure. Hindi po ba? So, can compliance with the ICC obligations allow the government to disregard the Bill of Rights? Hindi po ba? Maliwanag po yun. At for the same reason na talaga ang nangingibabaw sa lahat ay yung ating konstitusyon. So kahit papano napilitan na maaresto at itangay ang dating Pangulo sa ICC dahil daw sa ilang obligasyon, pandaigdigan, kinakailangan talagang sumunod pa rin tayo sa ating saligang batas, lalo na yung Article 3. Talagang sagrado po yun, di po ba? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
This moment clarifies the heart of the debate. Even if the Philippines has commitments to the ICC or Interpol, they can never override the Bill of Rights. Entering a treaty doesn't erase a citizen's right to due process. That's what makes this arrest so dangerous. It sets a precedent that foreign pressure can cancel constitutional protections.
So, ang tanong namin at tanong ng lahat ng sambayanan, bakit ang pamahalaan, ang administrasyon, hindi muna kumuha ng court-issued warrant galing sa Pilipinas bago inaresto si Presidente Duterte? Why didn't the administration secure a court order before flying the President out of the country? Nung last hearing, may sinasabi si Secretary Remulla na yung nangyari surrender, hindi extradition. At hindi katulad ng extradition, sa surrender, hindi kinakailangan mag-issue ng warrant of arrest para damputin ang dating Pangulo. Tama po ba yun? Kasi yun...
This is where everything breaks down. No court warrant, no judge, no local process. Just a backdoor move to send Duterte out. That's not justice. That's political surrender in disguise.
Kasi yun ang sinabi nyo dati nung...
Mga extradition kasi, hindi ho natin pwedeng gamitin dito sapagkat hindi tayo pwede mag-file ng extradition dahil nasa atin po yung tao. Ang extradition po na sinasabi ng batas ay yung court o yung arresting state, yung state pala na may warrant, ang mag-file ng extradition sa Pilipinas. Kaya surrender lang po talaga ang option natin. Wala ho tayong ibang option.
And listen closely. They're calling it surrender. Not extradition, not arrest. Just surrender. But here's the catch. The Philippine Bill of Rights demands a warrant, a hearing, and a defense. You don't surrender someone's freedom without that. Not even for a former president.
Kabisado ko po yan. Panahon pa ng tatay ko, yung extradition law natin. Ako yata nag-type nung bata. Ang tanong dito, under surrender, there's no need for a Philippine court to issue a warrant. Ang sabi po ninyo. That's the stand of the government. Is that
Opo,
correct?
iyon po yung aming stand.
So let's break that down. They're saying surrender makes a warrant unnecessary. But that's exactly what the Bill of Rights was designed to prevent. Arrests without legal oversight. If this becomes the new standard, who else could be next?
Does this not contravene the Bill of Rights that we've already agreed upon as being sacred and above all else, particularly the right of deprivation of liberty without due process?
Yung due process
the
po
right
kasi,
of liberty of abode.
kasi ang due process po dito, yung sa issuing body, yung nag-issue po na warrant of arrest if they observe due process. Ang alam po natin, 7 taon pong inimbestigahan itong kasong to, nagbigay po ng notice to sa mga kinauukulan na maaari nilang kasuhan. At pinayagan sila sumagot. Alam ko po yan na binigyan sila ng notice, may mga tanong na binigay sa kanila, pinayagan po sila sumagot. Kung ayaw po nila sumagot,
7
it's
taon
our own
ito
look
sa
what.
ibang bansa, hindi 7 taon dito sa Pilipinas.
Opo, habang tayo po ay saklaw ng ICC,
Hindi pa rin saklaw yan sa ating batas.
There.
This is where it gets alarming. They admit no Philippine court warrant needed, just because the ICC took 7 years to investigate. But that doesn't excuse the fact that only Philippine courts can authorize arrests on our soil. Time alone is not justice, and it certainly doesn't override the Bill of Rights. And that's where we'll pause for now. In part 2, we dive deeper. The question of sovereignty, the timeline of the arrest, and whether this entire operation was politically staged. Make sure you're subscribed. You won't want to miss what's next.